Hey guys, techmadeezy, and thank you for clicking on our video today. Well guys, we've got a unique product by a company called VAULTEK. Now VAULTEK is not new. They've been around for a very long time, and they make small safes all the way up to some real large safes with a bunch of unique accessories. Now we've had the pleasure of reviewing a few VAULTEK safes, and we've never been sponsored until today. Now this is the brand new DS2i Smart Station, and it is very, very unique. Now, I will tell you that VAULTEK has probably the best biometrics in the industry. Now, this Smart Station has an LED display. It also has a drawer to hold your valuables that is so quiet. It even has a wireless charger and so much more. Now, what we're going to do in this video is we are going to unbox this. We're going to take a close look. We're going to go over key features together. I want you to know everything about this safe because I'm excited to have it. So why don't we go ahead and get this party started. Hi, this is Al from techmadeezy with a really quick message. The video you're about to watch is sponsored. We received this product from the vendor. But keep in mind, we will be very honest with you as we review the product. That is very important to us. If you like our video, I sure hope you give us a thumbs up. I hope you share our video. And last, I really hope you subscribe and become a part of the family. Thank you. All right, this is going to be a detailed video. We're going to put timestamps in the description. All right, but we're going to be covering a lot. We're going to do an unboxing. We're going to go over what's included, key features and cost. We're going to take a close look. We're also going to go over different color options. We're going to test the wireless charger with an Android and an Apple phone. We will give you some measurements in the interior and exterior. We'll go over the Nano Keys. Those are really nice. You can have a button one or a biometric one, as well as mounts. We're going to go over the 5 ways this safe can be opened, pros and cons. We'll also go over the app. We'll go over the app and show you that, connecting the security cables and how to program your keys, how to program your fingerprint. Again, time stamps will be in the description. Let's go ahead and get this unboxed. And there it goes. I mean, that thing is sleek. Let me just turn the key in the back real quick. I took one of the keys and I said, let me put it in the back. Did you hear how quiet that is? We're going to talk about that more. All right. But let me close this. And yeah, so you do get 2 keys. All right. You get a security cable. You get an AC adapter. That's right. This thing actually stays plugged in. But I've got a surprise for you if you lose power. We'll talk about that in a little while. I've got a quick start guide, and we've got an instruction manual with programming instructions as well. And yeah, so there it goes, the DS2i Smart Station. Let's take a good look at this thing. Let's take some time and go over the key features of this unit. Now, I'm just going to go over the list of features initially, and then later on, I'm going to actually show you a lot about the safe. All right, let's first start with colors. Now, as you can see here, this is the covert black. That's what they call it. All right, so nice color. Let me pull up a slide so you could see the colors. And as you can see in front of you, we've got covert black on the left, titanium gray in the middle, and alpine white on the right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and bring up some larger images so you can actually see the titanium gray. All right, there goes an image. And then let me pull up an image of the alpine white, just a larger image. All right, so there are the colors. And let's go ahead and jump into some key features. So let's talk about cost. The Smart Station sells for $479. And as soon as I put my hand near it, you'll notice that the biometric fingerprint scanner and the numeric keypad light up automatically. I can have 20 fingerprints saved, and I can create a code from 4 to 8 digits. I can even create a 6-digit one. As you can see, it's got a nice size wireless charger, and I can tell you I've tested it with an Apple iPhone and an Android device, and it did very well, and I will show you that later on in the video. This is made of 18 gauge steel. You can control it with an app as well, so we'll go over that later on in the video. And I also want you to see that the drawer opens up very quietly because it's actually got a ball bearing twin rail system. So let's check that out. I mean, very quiet. So if you have to open this up late at night, you won't have any issues with people waking up. It also has an interior light that's pretty darn bright, and I'll turn off the light real quick so you can see that. So one, the light is bright and it's adjustable. And number two, as you can see here, as soon as I put my hand around these buttons, they will light up, and they are pretty bright as well. So pretty nice. The USB ports in the back, you've got a USB Type A and a USB Type C. So that's really helpful. As you can see here, you do have the AC cord plugged in. And the nice part about this is if you do get a power outage, the battery on this, when it's fully charged, will last up to 16 hours. So that's pretty cool. Yes, built-in battery. Continuing on with key features, this has Bluetooth 5.0. And let's talk a little bit about measurements, and I'll put them on the screen as well. So as far as the exterior is concerned, it's 12.125 inches this way, 8.25 inches this way, and about 3 inches as far as the height of the unit. Interior, you're looking at 9 inches in length, you're looking at 7.5 inches in width, and 1.5 inches in height. And those are on the screen. This weighs 9.6 pounds, and you get a 2-year warranty as long as you buy it from an authorized dealer. You can use our Amazon links as well. And if you register it and it's verified, they'll actually give you a 3-year warranty, which is nice. So let's go ahead and spend a moment looking at the display. So you can adjust the display by touching it. You can also go in the app. But before we do that, I'm going to turn the lights off so you can see what the display looks like. Now, because it's on camera, it will not be completely accurate, and I'll talk to you about that. So let me turn off the lights. Let's look at the display. So as you can see, the red and the green showing on the bottom, it really doesn't come up to the human eye. The camera shows that, but the human eye can't see this. So just letting you know. Let's turn the light on now and go over some adjustments. So first of all, I can turn off the temperature and humidity. Actually, if I tap that, it looks like it got rid of one thing. So you almost have to tap a couple of times. And now it's just showing the time. What if I don't want the time to show? Tap on the time disappears. Tap on it again, tap on the temperature and the humidity. Now, you can also adjust the brightness. So in the upper right-hand corner, if you just tap here, you're at the lowest setting, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Now, you can adjust these settings also on the app. So let's go ahead and pull the app up. So we have the app up, and what we're going to do now is we're going to go into settings. And later on, we'll cover the app. But let's click settings. And what we're looking for is screen settings. And you can see that you can display the clock, or you can turn that feature off. You can turn off display temperature, humidity. You can adjust screen brightness all the way down or all the way up. And you can even adjust the temperature unit to Celsius from Fahrenheit. Those are all of the things you can do with the app when it comes to screen settings. Let's take some time and go over the app now. So you do need to make sure you download the VAULTEK 2.0 app, this specific app for this safe. There are other VAULTEK apps in the Play Store and in the Apple iOS Store, but make sure you download this one. Now let me click on this. It'll require my pattern. Let me go ahead and do that. It's now connecting. Now I can go into the settings. I can go into security, and I can actually allow fingerprint or face ID. So let me turn off pattern. All right, give me a second. Face ID is now saved. So now I can use Face ID instead of a pattern, which I'll be honest, I forget from time to time. So here we are on the main screen. Now you can name your safe. We'll show you that in a moment. You can select your safe if you have other safes. It shows that the safe is locked and it hasn't been tampered with. It also shows it's charging. You can also enable slide to open. All right, you need to actually use a program button for that. I'm going to show you that at the end of the video. You can change the interior brightness. As you can see, sound is currently on. If you go in here, you can even change the pitch of sound from low, medium, and high. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm going to turn sound off because I don't need sound. It has a history log. If you actually want to find out every little thing that was done, sound disabled, manual unlock. So every little thing that's done gets saved in a log, including creating new, fingerprints, etc. You can clear the log if you want as well. You can even filter them to warnings, Nano Key, fingerprints, opens, all. So that's nice. It's nice to have. I'm going to go into settings. And here's where you can name your safe on the top. So you just click name safe and you change the name that you want it to be. Fingerprints. Here's where it actually shows you your fingerprints. Now if you hit edit, I do believe it'll just allow you to edit the name. And I'm wondering, all right, so it doesn't give me the ability to delete it. Oh, you can delete. On the bottom, delete all fingerprints. Security. That's where we changed it from pattern to fingerprint or face ID. Nano Key. I'll show you this a little later. I'm going to actually show the Nano Key. Screen settings. I'm going to go over right after this, and I'll make sure that it's dark so you can see what you can do in customizing the display. And the question is, can you also turn this off? What if you don't want this on at night while you're sleeping? Dual entry. So this is unique. So let's just say you want probably no one to get into this safe. If you turn on dual entry, it will require fingerprint and a master code to access the safe. So that's pretty nice. Low battery alarm. That's going to be helpful in the sense that you unplug the safe, because again, you do get about a 16-hour battery in here that is not normally used, but you can take this with you if you know that you're going to be, out for a couple of hours and not have to worry about having it plugged in. But to my knowledge, it's mainly made to keep plugged in. Manual alarm. So it says if the safe is opened manually by a key or picked, the safe will sound an alert for 10 seconds. So let's test that. So I'm going to go into settings real quick. So as you can see here, I've got the sound pitch. It's on low. That's medium. That's high. But for some reason, low is actually louder than medium and high. Can't explain that. Now, I did turn on manual unlock alarm, so you could actually hear that, which I hope you can. Sound is on as well, but sound, very interesting, just really low on this safe for some reason. Now, manual means that someone opens it with a key or they pick the lock. So let me go ahead and move the phone over for a moment. I'm going to open it up with the key. You'll see the screen start flashing, stuff like that. Listen to the alarm. So as you can see, there's an alarm going off, but really low. All right, to stop the alarm, you just put in a regular code. But there you go, a demonstration of that feature, but the sound, pretty low. So I opened it up with a fingerprint. That pretty much turned off the alarm, which wasn't really auditable. As you can see, if I do touch the screen, it does have some sound. It's on low. But if I go back to settings and I change it to medium, and it changes on the screen, sound's not working for medium. And if I change it to high, it's not working for medium or high. So we'll figure that out. I'll contact the team and see what they say. Let's go ahead and do a quick wireless charging test. I've got a Samsung S23 Ultra. This has a metal kickstand on the bottom. I've got an iPhone 14 Pro, and there goes Brooklyn. And this is in a Poetic case. It's a pretty thick case. So let's start off with the Samsung. Just kind of take this, lay it down. Should pick up pretty quick. There it goes. And let's take the iPhone. Again, lay that down. There you go. Picks up really quick. So not bad. Real easy. Not too finicky as well. Next question is, how do you insert the security cable? Well, let me turn the unit around and show you. So here we are in the back of the safe. And if you go to insert the security cable and you push it to the right, it won't go over. That's because the drawer actually has to be open. You see there's a little bar here that's blocking that. So if I open the drawer, I can actually take the cable, push it in. I can now close the drawer, and the cable cannot be removed. And that's how you insert the security cable. Now here are two accessories that you can put in places like underneath tables and stuff like that. If you need to get to your safe quicker, you've got the Nano Key. It's simply a button via Bluetooth. You just click it and the safe will open up. If you want something more secure, you can do the biometric. All right, so even though the safe has biometrics, this is another option for you. If you just want to, maybe at your bedside, tap on this, run over to your safe, do what you need to do. I'll show you these two real quick. Again, this is the biometric and this is the standard. So this is the regular Nano Key, not the biometric. You've got 3M tape on the bottom, and this needs to be within 6 feet of the safe, so just be aware. Now, we've already programmed this, and how we did it, just so you'll know, is we basically had to hold the left programming key and the 2 at the same time. And then all of the lights were flashing. Once we got it into that mode, you just held down this button for a little while until all of these turned green. So this is now working, and we can actually open the safe. So can be pretty convenient, but you know, the biometric version might be a little better for you. We'll put a link in the description for this. So this is the biometric Nano Key. This is the way to go. You do get that 3M tape. It does need to be within 6 feet of the safe, so just be aware. Now, before you pair this to this, you actually have to register your fingerprints with this. All right, it's got a built-in battery. It is micro, USB micro, so it's the older type. All right, so there you go. Anyway, what you need to do is tap this program button one time. Then you scan your fingerprint 3 times. It'll turn green each time. You now have a registered fingerprint. Now, let me show you how to pair with the safe. So, interesting, there's really 2 ways to pair this with the safe. The one way is that you open the safe up, you hit the program key, the left button, and the 2 at the same time. The lights flash red. And then you're supposed to just scan your fingerprint on here now that it's registered. I had difficulty doing that, but I read the manual that comes with the Nano Key Biometric, and they say you can manually pair the Nano Key Biometric manually, and that's worked for me. And what I needed to do was I actually, again, opened the safe. I hit the left program key and the 2 at the same time. The lights flashed red. I then hit this button 3 times, and it actually paired to the safe manually. Now it works, as you can see. I just wanted to let you know, but this is a pretty cool accessory to have. Again, it might be a unique situation. That works great, but you might need this in another area for some reason. So I hope this was helpful. Here is one of the 2 mounting plates that's available. And I'll bring up a slide in a moment showing you the second mounting plate. But let me open this up. I'll just show you what it looks like. So here it is. It just slides into these slots on the bottom. Once you have this pretty much tied down. All right, so made of steel, coated steel. You do get screws for mounting. Oh, pretty simple. Might work out for you if you need that. So here's the image with the 2 mounting plates. We showed you one on the right. The left one is an under desktop mounting plate. All right, and prices are there. We'll try to put links in the description if we have access to them. So guess what? You've got 5 ways you can open the Smart Station. Number 1, you can use the app, but you have to enable it. So all I need to do here is slide this bar, and it's open. Number 2, biometric. No problem, nice and quiet. Number 3, the keypad. Number 4, the key in the back, right? And let's check out the 5th way you can open this with an optional accessory. And of course, your 5th way you can open the safe, you can use a regular Nano Key, or you can use the biometric Nano Key. Pretty cool. We're now going to talk about how to change the master code. To unlock this by default out of the box when it's new, you're going to press 1, 2, 3, and 4. The safe will open. But you want to change that, all right? So we're going to go over that. Now I'm going to explain it, and after I explain it, I'm going to do it. First of all, let me show you where the program buttons are. You've got 2 program buttons where my fingers are. You've got one that is located practically in between the 1 and the 2. That's the left program button. We're not going to be using that right now. And then on the right, you've got the 3 and the 4. And that is the right program button. That's the one that we're going to need to use. But you're going to need to keep your finger there, because as you program your codes, you're going to immediately need to be pressing this button. So let me explain to you how you change the code, and then I'm going to show you it. So what you need to do is press and hold the program code for 3 seconds, all of the lights are going to light up red. You're going to punch your code in and immediately press this button again for 3 seconds, punch the number back in, press and hold it for 3 seconds, and if it ends up green at the end, then you've just programmed your code. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm not going to explain it while I'm doing it because that would be difficult. But I'm going to start off with the button. You see at the end it turned green. I just changed the code to 1324. Close the save. It is now 1324. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to enable the unlock by phone, right? So I can actually unlock the safe by phone. So let's do that. All right, we're ready to go ahead and enable the unlock by phone. So how it works is you have to press the left program button. If you remember a moment ago, your right program button's probably here. Your left one is here, again, where my finger is. And they say I have to press the left program button and the 1 in 4 keys at the same time for 3 seconds. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to press the left program button and the 1 in 4 keys at the same time. And guess what? I can now unlock my phone. Now, if you want to disable it, I think it's the same way. So again, left program button, I'm going to press that first, and then both keys, and you've just disabled it. But let's enable it really quickly. All right, let's close it, and let's go ahead and open it real quick. Oops. Pretty cool. And nice and quiet. Let's go ahead and cover some pros and cons. I'll start with the cons so I can end on a positive note. So a few cons. Number one, they have 2 apps. Nothing major here, right? You have to download the VAULTEK 2.0 app in order to use this safe. So if you've already got VAULTEK safes and you're using the VAULTEK app and you want to buy this product, you'd have to install a second app, all right? So you can't control everything on one app. I'm thinking they're working towards that in the future. I'm not sure yet. So that's kind of, odd. Now, it is expensive, right? This thing is, almost $500. I think it's, $479 or $69. Links will be in the description. It's made well. Listen, it is made well. There's no joke. These guys do a really good job. And the sound on this, it's really low. So just be aware of that. On the low setting, you actually get the highest sound. On medium and high, I couldn't even hear it. But let's talk a little bit about the pros. So to me, the number one pro is this thing just works. Your fingerprint scanner is phenomenal. You just put your finger down, boom, it opens up. I like that. The drawer does slide out quietly, as demonstrated earlier, so that's a feature. Late at night, if you have to open the drawer, you don't want to wake everybody up. It just slides out real quiet. The display is customizable, as you could see in the video that we provided, showing you how to customize the display. If you missed that, just go back. The app comes in handy, right? You can unlock the safe, you can rename the safe, you can adjust settings, so the app comes in handy. 5 ways to unlock, right? Which is really nice. The wireless charger on this worked really well in our demonstration, so no issues there. I used an iPhone 14 Pro and a Samsung S23 Ultra. See that back in the video if you've missed that. And I'm glad that they offer the Nano Key and the Non-Biometric key and the mounting plates, really nice to know you can mount this in different areas. So not so bad. All right, so what did you think? Put some comments down below and let us know what you think. Do you have a safe? Have you ever used a VAULTEK product? This is obviously sponsored, but we've purchased a few in the past, and we like them so much that, we were glad to collaborate with VAULTEK. But if the video itself was helpful, do me a favor, give us a thumbs up. That really helps the channel. I'd appreciate that. We're going to have our social media links right up here on the top. If you want to check us out on social media, you want to check out our Tesla channel, click on that. We just got a Tesla. We're about 9,000 miles in, and we're doing some videos, and we got more to come, so check that out. Also, click on the round TechMadeEzy logo if you want to subscribe to our channel, and the tech playlist will be right down here on the right-hand side. So we hope to hear from you. Again, give us a thumbs up and comments, and thank you so much for your time.